What's up, everybody? Brett here, and today is a good day. Today was the launch of the Shadow and the Blade DLC for Total War Warhammer 2, and I'm here to start a new campaign. So guys, why am I starting on this screen and not inside of the game? I wanted to briefly go over some of the new content. I know a lot of people have done this already, people that have early access. I didn't have early access, so some of this stuff I'm seeing for the first time. I would love to do an Eye of the Vortex campaign with Malus, and I think that's what we're going to be doing today. But before we do that, let's go ahead and just quickly go into the startup here, and we can look at, man, look at these beautiful portraits. First off, kudos to whoever did these at CA. I think these are beautiful. Azhag's one of my favorite ones. Just look at those. And then we're also going to check out Repants. Take a second to look at start positions and things like that. She starts off the northwestern coast of Araby. She has control +3, upkeep -50% for all heroes, melee defense +8 for questing knights, poor diplomatic relations with the undead. That's kind of her whole thing. She starts with the Knight's Vow and Questing Vow unlocked, chivalry +10, physical resistance 5% for all peasant units, leadership +5 for all peasant units, and her ability, Halo of Maidenly Wrath. Her starting army is pretty sick too, questing knights and knights of the realm. So you're going to have the ability to, like, just win the cav game. And then some foot squires. Awesome. Really cool starting army for her. And let's also go over one of the headliners for this DLC, Deathmaster Snikch. And that's going to be Clan Eshin. And they start in this new area of the map. And it's so tempting for me to do a campaign. Guys, if I had the time, I would do every campaign. But eventually I will get around to this. This campaign will probably be way more exciting once Total War Warhammer 3 drops. Because there'll be all the Darklands and everything to mess with. I feel like this start position right now is a little cramped. But later on is going to become awesome. In his starting army, he's got the Eshin's Triads, the new unit, with their armor sundering attack, anti-large stalk, some gutter runners, we've seen those guys, and the new unit, the Warp Grinders. A unit that a lot of people are talking about because they are so unique, and I think they will find a place in the meta as a one-of in some multiplayer builds. But let's look at their considered a normal challenge. Interesting. Has access to Clan Eshin's shadowy dealings actions. Recruitment cost +200% for all non-Eshin units. That kind of forces you into a very fun and thematic, basically a ninja campaign, which I love. Lords never defect when they're Eshin Lords. That's cool. That's a whole negative aspect to playing Skaven that you don't even have to worry about. And then the Night Runners and Gunner Runner units use armor-piercing, warp-infused projectiles. Very sweet. So they get a buff. So Gunner Runners will have armor-piercing. That makes them way more viable. Ambush success chance +25%, as you would expect for their army, as well as +8 melee attack for embedded heroes, and the ability Concealment Bombs. And then, last but not least, the man of the hour.
Son of
he has a dual start position in the Dragon Isles, but also in Haggrafe, which is kind of in the northwestern part of the world. We can read his effects. He's considered a hard start. I'm sure that's the case. Anytime you have to manage lots and lots of area, it can become quite difficult. And his mechanics are a little bit more interesting, I think, than everyone else's. Suitable climate, jungle, and mountain. He needs that in order to conquer all the places where he starts. He's possessed by the demon Tz'arkan, who's controlled with the use of elixirs. Tongue twister for me. Tz'arkan's Whispers. The demon influences Malus to commit acts of slaughter and cruelty. He starts with a military alliance with Nagaron, which I've heard is kind of a bad thing, perhaps, from some people's perspective. And he's got income from iron mines, gold mines, marble quarries, +30%. And then his Lord effects, he gets a reduction in recruitment cost for his knight units, and an upkeep of -50%. That's huge. He starts with the Bloodrack Medusa, a sick new unit that I can't wait to test out for the first time. Cold One Knights, and then the Scourge Runner Chariots, the other new units, which, if some of the multiplayer battles that people have been uploading are to be believed, the Medusa and the Scourge Runner Chariot have some pretty decent ranged use, which to me is going to be like the biggest part of how I use them. So guys, let's jump out of this. I just wanted to see the start positions, go over some of their effects, and then go ahead and jump into the Eye of the Vortex now and see how that changes. Same army, same stuff here. Just quickly check out Eshin, see if anything changes. Sometimes they have different armies from Mortal Empires versus Vortex. I wanted to see if that was perhaps the case. And then let's check out Response real quick. No, looks like the same. It's weird that they're not in the same order. I think the Questing Knights were over here in the other one. Just weird little attention to detail type stuff. But without any further ado, guys, we're going to do a hard campaign and battle difficulty. I feel like that's the most balanced experience. You could go very hard quite easily. Sometimes I find myself getting to a point in these hard campaigns where I start steamrolling a little earlier than I want to. But for the sake of like commentating while fighting and stuff, like this is fine. Let's jump into it, guys. And we're of course going to watch the cinematic together. Yeah, see, like this is all out of order. It's different. Anyway, my OCD is getting the best of me. Let's jump in, guys.
Tz'arkan, a demon cruel beyond compare, imprisoned by fools who sought to harness his dark might. All soon perished. Still, the demon could not slip his chains. Millennia passed, then mortal greed found him once more. The drinker of worlds was loose. Yet, in a twist of fate, Tz'arkan's liberator became only another cage. Raging at their undesired bond, demon and host enact vengeance upon this world. All shudder, save for the Skaven. Deep in their under-empire, noisome warlords plot to seize this hell-sent power. The Eshin Master Assassin must hunt it down, else lose his Nightlord's capricious favor, a fate every Skaven fears. So Snikch's poison blades will find their target, whomever it may be. The Witch King knows well where Tz'arkan lurks, for its host dances to his tune. Malekith promises the elixir to subjugate the demon shade, if the fabled scrolls of Hecate are first brought to him. Tz'arkan's possession has cost Malus Darkblade dearly. He cannot refuse. To the rat-infested Southlands he must go. Rat Deathmaster and Druki Tyrant, bound for battle, but neither knowing it yet. All the world will quail when shadow meets blade.
He said the thing. That's the name of the DLC. One of my favorite Family Guy jokes. With one eye prudently cast towards home, Malus Darkblade has arrived in the Southlands. The tyrant of Haggrafe is no fool, ordering his Black Ark to drop its colossal anchor some way off the coast of the mainland in the Sea of Dread. Unpredictable dangers lurk in every corner of the continent, and there is much at stake. First and foremost, the Witch King's promise that Malus will finally gain the means to subjugate the dark power that burns within him. Can't believe I was able to read all that before it loaded. But I am stoked, guys. I haven't played Dark Elves in campaign in quite some time. I used to love the old Nagaron campaign. Malekith makes for a pretty fun start. You can get some serious economies going if you can just conquer all the surrounding areas.
Remains under my control. The Witch King has dispatched me here to gather the scrolls of Hecate. Aha! I must quieten my mind and let nothing distract me.
That arc looks awesome.
These shores, a black ark stands ready to unleash devastation upon my enemies, here and across the waters in the Southlands. The jungles and mountains of this place appear to house many sites
Where we
of
need to go, right here.
arcane power.
Gotta get that scroll.
I shall harness them for my lord Malekith.
There's a gold mine
and
here.
He will
We want that.
grant me what was promised.
And here.
Shut up, demon! Curb your thirst for souls. The Asur are mine to annihilate. The islands will not protect them. My affliction is both a terrible curse and an immeasurable source of power. But soon I will have greater control. I will do what I must to ensure that I return to Nagaroth in triumph.
Interesting. Okay, guys. I'm going to take a second and read and look at a few things. Some of this stuff is pretty new to me. The UI is very cool. These dark wings. Let's read how they play. Possession and Tz'arkan's whispers. Bound as one, Tz'arkan's possessive power constantly saps at Malus's mind, manifesting itself as a powerful demonic form in battle when fully possessed, while all those around him suffer in fear of the Drinker of Worlds. Tz'arkan's influence can be thwarted by regularly taking elixirs to suppress his ever-advancing possession, but succumbing to his whispers of murder, carnage, and war can bring great rewards at the cost of Malus, ceding more control to the demon. And then the slave mechanic, if you played, you know, you get more income, but it can mess with your public order, and you can sacrifice them for some effects. This is Sword of Cain. Okay. And then Black Arcs. By performing a sacrifice, the Mathlon Rite, Dark Elf factions may summon a Black Arc. We start with one, which is a huge boon. And they've been completely reworked. I'm very curious to see how that affects this playthrough. I know we can attack coastal cities, but I don't know, or we're supposed to be able to, I thought. I'm curious why I can't attack this here. Interesting. Maybe we can just reinforce? We'll see. Capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the following faction. Tor Elisor. This is Felicion. You kind of know who she is if you watch, if you play through the Malekith campaign. The Va Ulthwani have made their home here. Their walls must be sundered, every last Asur wretch slain or driven out, and their land seized in Malekith's dread name. Alright, got it. Guys, I've played through this stuff so many times, these campaigns, but I like to read. I like to read the stuff, and I hope that you guys do too. So, we start with pretty small amount of cash, but we also need to recognize that I think we also own this. I think there's a faster way to do that as well. We can mark this stuff so we can zip back and forth. We have a secondary army here with which we can to protect our surrounding area. So we want these. This is so hard to hold. Vermich is there. Okay. What do we start with at Haggrave? So we get our mine at level 2. So this is why I don't think we're going to give up this place. I love the idea of having multiple battlefronts. That excites me. But here, this gives us a minus 60% upkeep for all units in the local province. That's huge. And as you level it up, does it stay 60? It does. Okay, so it doesn't get any better. But the mine itself becomes an amazing resource. And you also get a great port here. Such a money-making place. We need to upgrade it as soon as possible. And that was Tz'arkan showing up, turning our screen purple and talking crap to us. So here, we are currently at possession level 10. Okay. So where are we? 1 to 5, 6 to 9, we're at 10. So we have the ability to summon Tz'arkan. We have a 30% ward save for Malus. Okay, but we messes up our casualty replenishment and we lose loyalty. Okay, so this is like an accumulative buff. But if we drop to negative, we get huge public order. We get all these great, like, campaign bonuses. Okay. And to drink the elixir, we need to pay 500 gold. It's my understanding that that number goes up the longer we play. And we're going to be shipping these to Malekith. Okay, we've got a lot of setup to do here, guys. So we're currently in full possession. It shows it there. We want to go and take the Temple of Cain 100%. I don't think Haggrave is in any danger of being taken. But the sooner we get a strong garrison there, the sooner we can, like, lock this place down. Let's make sure that this is the only... Okay. So, you really want to get income from slaves really high in these places, and you want to get public order stabilized as well. Fighting pits, we can put that in one of the smaller places. But we need a slave gate. Add 6 units. This also gives us tons of tradable stuff. We're going to go into our trade in just a second here. Diplomacy. I think we'll be able to reach that next turn. If there's no one there, there could be Skaven. Let us do something like that. If there's a Skaven host there, I want to be prepared for it. Malus is going to come down here. We're going to put our new unit. It's a master. So let's check him out real quick. He's got malicious. Minus 40% cost for Cult of Cain or Cult of Pleasure buildings. That's pretty cool. And then his skills, anything special. So I haven't seen this before, guys. So feel free to fast forward if you know all this stuff already. He can add growth. Training is great. I'll probably pick that up. He can ride a Dark Pegasus and a Cold One Chariot. Those are going to be his best mounts. He gets immortality at 20 as expected. Let's see what his specialties are here. Noble Born Ruler. Okay. Leadership Aura. Slave Decline Rate. That's pretty good. This makes him a bit tankier. Weakness Abhorred. And then eventually choose a name of power. Okay, cool. All good stuff. Let's put him in this army here. And we're going to attack. And I think we're supposed to reinforce. Yes, we can. We're going to reinforce with the Black Arc. I think this works. Did it work? I think we got the effects of the Black Arc. Yes. But we didn't get the units. Interesting. Okay. They don't really have a weak garrison here. This is going to be a tough fight. I wonder if I moved close with Malus, but then attacked with the Arc, would Malus have reinforced? That might be worth testing, but the army on the Arc is so small, I didn't really want to risk it, really. Okay. Start devising a game plan here. Warm my fingers up a little bit. It's been a little while since I played. Look how I love this map. It's a beautiful one. We're not exactly going to corner camp, but I want to make some room for my Cav. Scourge Runner Chariots, my Medusa, all those things to get work done. Let's get these our Dark Shards standing in the back. Cav here, we can deploy them out on the flanks. We can use them to screen for us. Malus starts on foot, as does the Master. And Scourge Runner Chariot. We'll send them forward. They have archers. They have Lothern Seaguard. It's not going to be an amazing battle for them. Let's do our best. And let's take a second to look at what these abilities do from the Arc. A single bolt of magical lightning, small strike area, strong versus multiple opponents, good versus artillery. They don't have any artillery. We have Sky Cauldron. 3 uses, 3 uses. Causes magical damage, strong versus multiple units. Okay. And then we also have Soul Rain, a small cluster of magical souls, large strike area, strong versus a single unit. Okay. I'll do my best to make good use of those. Yeah, they have quite the army. Come over here and put our back to the wall. How fast is a Medusa? 58 speed, not terrible. These are archers with light armor. We're going to charge into there. See if we can't just distract in the other direction. Now, the range on this is only 110. Yeah, what kind of kills they get. We can slow-mo this so we can kind of look at the units. Scourge Runner Chariot going in. Ooh, they're taking a lot of damage. I would have thought they wouldn't take quite so much just from the Lothern Seaguard. Get in there on those archers. Get our Medusa out on the flank so she can shoot in. This is not an easy fight. And then I'll see what the shape of this is. Check that out. Slow-mo it. Okay. This one. Try that there. Okay, that was a bit of a whiff. Let's try that one. Get them, chariots. Not slow-moing for the battle. I just want to see these effects and how they work. Some of them have really long wind-ups. So I could see it being much better to use once the units are already engaged. Make sure we stay out of range of those archers. Fall back.
Battle ready. Onward.
Pull out.
Moving out.
Run around. Illyrian Reavers are going to be pretty annoying.
Chariots.
Move that way.
Destruction.
And they have 360 fire, so with a little help from the Medusa, they should be able perhaps to kill enough to kite them. Get them to flee. Do they have Illyrian Reaver archers? They do. Okay.
Chariots. Kill every.
As long as we don't lose any models, I'm happy. Yeah, just turn and fight them. They're so easy to break. See how much the AI is paying attention. They may move from that.
Merciless warriors. Chariots.
Alright, it worked. Keep on moving.
On
And then we can turn. They killed a few more models. Let's go get those archers. Oh my god. No, guys. Little mishandled there for the Cold War Knights, but we'll get them back here. Our heroes are going to have to do the heavy lifting. This is a pretty hard army to fight right off the bat.
Dark elves.
The forces that we currently have. They completely outrange us, and they have a lot of tools to beat us.
Carnage awaits.
Doing the Medusa Scream. We probably need their terror. And then here we're going to step forward and try and get some shots off on them. So let's actually pause it because I have no idea what Malus's abilities are. So this has become Tz'arkan. He loses health over time, but his health and fatigue are restored. So use that when he's near death. The blood price causes minor damage to himself, but gives him a ward save and huge weapon damage. And then the Demon's Curse causes minor damage to himself, but does a leadership and melee defense debuff. Okay, good stuff. On.
Chariots. No mercy.
And we should be able to dumpster those guys pretty quick. Let them shoot at our shields. Gotta take care of all their mobile threats.
Chariots.
It looks like our chariots are getting like pulled back by the Illyrian Reavers. It's super annoying. Let the Medusa get in there and start tearing them up. Probably should have just chased them off the battlefield. Alright, Scourge Runners, get in there. They're not quite shattered yet. The edge of the battlefield is right over there. Alright, the Reavers are now broken. And they should be moving forward. Alright, we're crushing the archers. Thankfully, we have all our models left. Okay. The scary thing is that the Medusa, she is not good versus this type of missile pressure. If we can get our Scourge Runner chariots on those archers, yeah, we're gonna have to move forward. Go shoot. Let's keep our Master and the Malus together. Send them out to fight. Get the Dread Spears moving in. Otherwise, they're just going to try and pick us apart. Our best bet, I think, is to probably goon their lord. Keep moving. Alright, let's go get those archers. And let her take shots at these Lothern Sea Guard. Alright. The lines have met. You guys go there. You get on the archers. Please kill them. Alright, looks like those archers are getting ready to rout off the battlefield. That's great for us. And we'll pull them out. Get them away from the spears. Alright, we've got some blobs. That's what we needed. Let's see if we can get another one. They're trying not to blob up, it looks like. We'll just turn there and take those shots. Medusas did their work. And our Scourge Runner chariots are now routing off. That's fine. It seemed to do a lot of damage. We've got to kill this prince, though. Let's debuff this blob. And give ourselves much more damage. And now that Murderous Mastery is proc, our front line should do a lot more damage. Shoot there. Shoot there. Take off guard mode, that way we can chase a little bit. Scourge Runners came back. We'll send them to aid over there. And I kind of want this Medusa to charge in the back. Yeah, shattered. Super shattered. And we have 2 more uses of these really powerful spells. Start shooting it to the sides. And we'll get her to shoot into this blob as well. He's shattered. And that's it. Honestly, a close fight. That could have been very bad. A lot of good tools from the High Elves here. See if we can get some more kills for fun. Wow. Black Arc support. I feel like without the Black Arc support, though, we would have had a tough time. A little bit of missed micro in the beginning there. I would chalk that up to my rustiness. We don't have to kill these guys. They're in a settlement. They're going to get completely wiped. But what a good battle to start off with. The Scourge Runner chariots, you know, they showed their value. We basically tried to pull the enemy in 3 different directions. And then in the beginning of the actual battle, we blobbed them up and hit them with some AoE. So this doesn't show the arc kills, which I'm sure were somewhat substantial. As long as we don't lose any units there, I'm happy. And that's a pretty substantial purse, too. We'll take that.
Treasures and power all to me.
I want the replenishment. I want the slaves.
Take everything of value.
I'm actually going to loot and occupy. It's hard for me to remember if that's important, if that's a good way to go about this. I know the slaves are pretty overpowered, but I don't know if this particular area is the one that's very powerful. But we finished our quest, so an extra 500 gold. And now we get the option, guys. Hostile Takeover. The wealthiest Dreadlord of Haggrave sends you a large sum to bribe you into giving up your Drakau position. The money would certainly be useful and boost your treasury considerably, as it is currently almost empty. Once the mission for Malekith is complete, taking back what is yours should not pose much of a problem. However, the mines of Haggrave could keep the expedition running for some time, yet... Man, 50 growth is pretty cool. Everything under control. We get public order. Exile this filth. Use an elixir to regain control from Tz'arkan. It's tight, my lord. Perhaps you should consider taking an elixir to regain control. Okay. The possession bar shows how much influence. Okay, we did that already. We learned that already. And I actually didn't notice this. Powerful rewards can be gained by completing missions given by Tz'arkan's Whispers. Completing these missions will increase Tz'arkan's control over Malus. Maintain control of 1 province. Got it. Got it. We're going to be working on that. And now... So, what I'm thinking, guys, is like, I don't know how much I can really expand with my armies. I already feel a little bit of the pressure to maintain some sort of income. I like that they're giving me the option to get some Black Ark Corsairs, though. Let's get some of those in the army. And then we can get some handbows as well. Did we get 3? That's going to mess up my income for sure, but I think that's worth it. And then we'll just use the Admiral to scoot around and take things for us. Very cool. I got to get used to the new Black Ark system. It shouldn't take me too long. Okay. So let's take a look at our boy's skills. We get Spite at level 7. Okay. Good to know. Route Marcher is, of course, almost always first to go. But unlike some characters who have really, like, crappy early blue lines, this is really good. Dreaded Slaver goes towards our income instead of just trying to get things for public order. And this is also really good. Income from raiding plus 20%. Income from looting settlements 15. Income from sacking. I like that a lot, but at some point we're definitely going to want to go down this special unique tree that he has. The Warp Sword of Cain is his unique quest item. Gives him regen and ward save, very strong. This will give him stalk. More ambush success chance. Slumber, okay, that's all about his abilities. And this is when he's transformed into Tz'arkan, he gets these other extra abilities. Super powerful. Cold Heart, we're going to want to get that at rank 9, for sure. More movement range. Bigger loss reduction. Upkeep minus 10 for all units in our army. We're going to want that as well. And then Contempt and Hatred. When fighting against anything and everything, plus 20% weapon strength. Very cool. Alright. Beast Tamer is a new one. Charge bonus for our beasts. But I think it's just going to be for a while. We want all the upkeep reduction we can get. Let's go down this first. And we might pop into this at some point. But we'll see what's up. And let's go in for our master. We're going to start by getting training. And I honestly want to get rid of the Bleak Swords. And just maybe go with a bit more of an elite front line. But we can't actually get another Corsair this turn. Do I get greedy? I love being greedy, and no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. We'll hold on to him. This can't move. Okay, we're done with our movement this turn. But we can upgrade him to a bigger Black Art. What does that give us? Another minus 2% upkeep. Okay. We can build something, though. Casualty replenishment rate. Growth. I feel like we need that. Income. Okay. This gives us more abilities. That kind of startled me a little bit. He just kind of screamed out of nowhere. Let's start with the growth. I need just a little bit more. Can I not? Oh, that's right. I need... You know what? Let's do that first. Let's get that pumped up. Because that gives us growth as well. I think that's the better investment. And that's also quite expensive. Let's go into our tech tree, which is quite long. And let's get choose or die. Income from slaves plus 3%. All of our slaves, we need to mess with that right now. Let's go here and see. We can make it so that it's been a long time since I've done this. We can make it so that all of our slaves go to Agrief. What is this province called? The Black Flood? Okay. So we want all of our slaves to go to the Black Flood. And not there. So we'll send them all here. It'll mess with their public order, but they'll have a good garrison at some point and they'll be able to handle it.
Hi, Beastmaster.
Okay. And I think the last thing we have to do now is go into diplomacy. Let's see if we can make some friends.
I will hear.
Or just get people to give us some money.
Try my patience. Do you wish death?
They're at war with some people. I would love it if they paid me for a non-aggression pact, but they may not.
Gladly.
It's dangerous to make non-aggression pacts with people in this part of the world.
Lord,
It's much better to do it once they... Once you have a plan as to what you want to do with them, because they'll stab you in the back, or they'll start a war with someone you don't want to go to war with. Actually, now that I say that out loud, I wish I hadn't made that other particular pact, but that's okay. Surely that will not come back to bite me in the butt. Let's see if they'll give me a little money. No, no way. 500, probably no way. Will they give me 300? Thank you. I could probably use 300 right now. And, man, this is going to get old. I need to remember the hotkey. That lets me to do that much faster. Oh, there's a big Vampire Coast army right over there. Okay. We're going to want to take... Look at the Tower of the Sun. We're going to want to take, I think, Tor Elisor next. Alright, guys. Let's put that turn timer speed increase to the test here. In turn. And see what happens. Make sure we speed it up. That way we don't have to watch everything everyone does. It looks pretty fast to me. That was pretty damn fast.
Absurd.
Yeah, we need to come and take it as this turn. So let's see, can we reach? I think we just can't move because the Black Ark is there. Let's go our stance here. It looks like we can't quite reach.
Stinking presence is unwanted.
This is quite strange. I don't know why. It's like letting me get very close, but not quite. I wonder if the Black Ark is in the way somehow.
The ocean awaits.
I feel like it shouldn't be. Okay, there we go. It wouldn't give me that while I was on land, I guess.
Glory to Cain.
Okay, someone must have siege attacker. It's the Medusa. And I don't think we're going to wait for siege equipment. Hopefully our new Black Ark Corsairs can take the walls for us. Let's quick save it. And jump on in, guys. Malus took a little bit of damage in that last fight, mostly just from using those abilities. We need to be really cautious about that. The Battle of Tor Elisor. This is a very small area, so that means they're going to be pretty tightly packed on the walls. Our bombardments, if they can hit walls, should be very effective. Very cool map. Alright, we want to get through that gate as fast as possible. Do I care about trying to put my heroes through the gate? Normally that's what I do, but I think they'll probably perform better on the wall, which is not something I normally do. I'm going to put everyone in a hot group that can't climb the wall. And we are going to, let's see, spearmen on the flanks. Something like this. And our Black Ark Corsairs with handbows are probably just going to have to climb the walls. Just like everybody else. But just in case there's something for them to actually shoot at, I'm going to hold them back. Or at least separate them. They'll probably end up just running in as well. And does this guy give Guardian Aura? He does. So we do want to keep him near... His name is Malus. Malus and Malus. Okay. Best buddies for life. Guys, if there's someone out there who'd like to rename Malus, let me know. I'll take a name suggestion. I'm pretty sure we can rename... It's been a long time since I tried to rename a unit. I feel like there's a way to do it. You can rename heroes. I think? I believe so. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this one. Let's get our Scourge Runners to take the brunt of it. Alright, everyone start climbing. Where is... Okay, the noble's over there. Let's go crush him. You guys get in. Go there and shoot. And we need to take a bit of an angle, otherwise we're not going to get much work done. This is going to be a rough take. We're going to have to rely pretty heavily on our heroes. We're going to take a lot of damage on the advance. Make sure they get in there and start attacking the gate. We don't really want them to do anything else, though. We're going to be fighting just spearmen. Our Black Ark Corsair should win that pretty handily. Can we hit this? We can. Drop some stuff there. Drop this there. And then they have a bit of a blob here, so we'll drop this there. And that, I think the bottom one here, it's got the longest wind up. I think that's the most powerful one. Our dark shards like to blob up. We're not taking a lot of damage from the gates. That's good. These guys need to climb. I don't know. Sometimes they bug a little bit like that. Please get up there. Okay. It looks like it got some kills. It's hard to tell, though. You go there. You go there. Handbows probably just need to get in. We might use them at the gates. And once this unit routes, we should claim control of this, and then we'll be able to shoot up on top. Back up a little bit, and we might be able to help sweep this area. We now own this. Quite nice. Let's charge in from the side. Our Corsairs will do great work. Another big attack here. Huge blob here. They have no artillery, so we just have to kind of land what we can. We weren't really able to lock down that noble. Okay. Not the best angles. But the gates appear to be open. Let's get in. Pull back a little here. Alright, Dread Spears. Y'all go over there. I want to get my Medusa in and the handbow guys. Having trouble fitting. And then we can start shooting at the Illyrian Reavers. Alright, guys. Start shooting. And then Malus and the Master, I'm happy if they're just over here blending infantry. That's fine with me. And the Corsairs are just going to tear them up from the sides. And we can probably also use that. Can we get up there? So I'm going to make it so that I'm no longer using my ranged attack. And we're going to send our Cav over there to go and hunt down those archers. Of course, we don't want the Medusa fighting that. This looks like a big blob. It's hard to tell until you get really close what's what. But that's like all spearmen. Last thing I want to do is drop a bunch of crap on top of my own guys. Which it kind of looks like I just did a little bit. Okay. It looks like a lot of stuff is breaking. And the thing about the handbows, guys, they're basically like a standard version, except they can shoot. Alright, Cav. Cav is now on top of that. Get the Medusa out of here.
The merciless host. Advance, Tz'arkan.
The Illyrian Reavers come through that gate. They're going to get shot. Yep, there we go. Shoot them down. Let the Medusa hold. And our Master and Malus, of course, are doing fine. That was a misclick. That's okay. Go in there and charge these Reavers in the back. Pull back the chariots. Alright, they were able to destroy and shadow those archers. Let's go get these spearmen. And start chasing stuff. So let's get Malus and his buddy go and fight there. Let's lock them here. And just tell them to go attack something. Scourge on our chariot can go over there. The noble's still fighting. Let's send our Master to go kill the noble. Oh, that sucks. He already jumped down. Alright, we need Malus to go. Let's sandwich him. Get them in melee. I don't want any of these units to rally, so I'm sending in the cold ones. Get them, guys. Hopefully to shatter them. The balance of power is definitely, well in my favor. Spread some stuff out. The noble can still rack up a lot of kills. I don't really want to pop anything yet on Tz'arkan. Or pop Tz'arkan yet, that is. And then Malus is doing work here. And that's it. Gotta love having the support from the Black Art. Not the most difficult opponent. I mean, getting some very early Corsairs is going to let us stomp Spearmen pretty much every fight, so really good stuff for us. Nice, nice. Could really use the gold right now.
Wealth is
I think here we're just going to occupy. This is a capital building. I don't want to have to repair it. We need growth. Luckily, we've got 2 ports. Soon to have 3, hopefully. There is attrition if you go into this whirlpool. I also don't want to fight that. That's a full stack. And we're nowhere near strong enough for that. Let's go with Infamous Raider first. We don't have a lot of slaves. And I feel like for a little while here, we're not going to be taking too many battles.
Beastmaster.
Okay, let's go over to the Temple of Cain. Hopefully it's not a giant Skaven army or something. It's not. So let's colonize it and build it up. Good fight. And I kind of want to get 2 more spearmen here. If I could take and hold this one province, that'll be kind of the launching point for my entire campaign on that side of the map. Power of the Sun. So they have a scroll here. So the Temple of Cain, that's what we need to build. Gives us a sorceress and a black dragon. So it's not completely useless. It's a pretty nice little defensive building. But it's not going to be good for much else. We're going to build this and always get your watchtowers. Make sure someone doesn't come and snipe that from you. And I think that's it. That's all we're going to do for this turn. Let's roll it up. I saw at the top there was... I got to remember to hit that right at the beginning. Otherwise, we're going to have to watch Nagaron make their moves. It looks like we have some quests. Survivors of the infamous Har Kaldra Rebellion have been found sheltering in the northern mountains. Your lord begs for the honor of leading the expedition to root out the traitors once and for all. You agree, and before long they are being herded into the central plaza in chains. What should be done with this traitorous filth? Throw them into the blood forges. For some reason this is not available. Oh, we don't have 1,000 gold. We would get bonus experience and... oh my god, an amazing weapon. Man, we missed this by 35 gold. Sacrifice to Cain. Sure. Let's sacrifice him to Cain. I wish I could get this item. It's pretty sick. Gives you like an early deadly onslaught. Let's sacrifice to Cain there. Destroy the following factions the last time. That'll give us another big stack of gold. And we're good to go. So, are we like... we don't have any casualty replenishment. We're going to need to pay this. Luckily for us, that gives us 500 gold in return. And that set us back to 0. So now we can actually replenish. I feel like I should have done that last turn, but I didn't realize it. So, sadly, we're going to spend this turn relaxing. Collecting growth. And let's go to the other side there. That experience that we got for Partic felt pretty good. They gave him Route Marcher.
Bloodshed becomes...
I don't know who you are, but you need to get the heck away from my area. What is this? Kill 4,000 enemies in battle. Turns to complete 20. Blood must be spilled in copious quantities and with the cruelest of blades. But the greater the suffering, the more we will be feared. And feared we must be, for it will render us unstoppable. Go forth and sow destruction. Okay, it gives us a lot of gold. And then this one is Hisses of Hostility. Be at war with the following faction, the Terrors of the Dark Straits. And that gives us Silar. Gives you armor-piercing damage. Malus' Captain of Guards is as close as a Dark Elf can possibly get to being honorable and dutiful, and so remains one of an extremely small group whom the tyrant feels he can trust. Is that big, scary army that I don't want to mess with? I don't want to go to war with these guys. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is scary. I'm tempted to do that, to pop in another unit. I think I will. Okay, we're already broke, but if we can just keep conquering stuff, it's okay to be broke as long as your army can back you up. And then this army here will just keep chilling. I don't know who this belongs to. Oh, okay. We don't want to piss these guys off. They're too close to us. We have very little means of defending ourselves as of yet. It'll be many, many turns before our growth is high enough to fix that up. We could move 50% here. I'm going to assume that no one nearby is just going to instantly backstab me. Let's go ahead and get some replenishment. And we're going to hope to have enough gold to take Storag Core at some point. And then Hagreef might have to defend itself. The sooner we get some big walls there, the better. But I think that's a pretty good move. He's at 10 loyalty. That's awesome. We don't have to worry about him breaking. Move that. Can we move them? Okay. Alright, let's roll it. Not too worried about diplomacy as of yet. Soon, though, I'm sure someone will come to the point where they want a... Oh, wow. So attrition, it's storming in this area. Someone will come to the point where they would like some sort of confederation or something like that. We'll have to see. Casualty replenishment rate. Plus 10% for any armies within the Black Ark sphere of influence. Interesting. So he's helping us replenish right now. And I think we will... Man. If we come out here, we're going to be on the high seas, and we will be experiencing some pretty serious attrition. So let's stay for one more turn. The Black Ark suffers attrition, but that's really not that big of a deal. We could come over here and get out of this storm area.
Shut up, Daemon! Lord of the Black Court.
Sure, let's do it. That's some pretty heavy attrition. And then we also got a level on our boy Malus. So here we can get growth. I'd rather just take Indomitable Will at this point. And we're going to wait one more turn. Yeah, we need more health to make that cheaper. And then here, the best thing to get is probably just going to be the Dark Elf Manors. Get one of those early on. As much as I feel like we could use the Artisan's House, we have to get the Dark Elf Manors. We got to get our growth up.
High Beastmaster.
And for now, we're just going to keep replenishing.
Nature's torment.
It'll probably be several turns before they give us any more gold. Is there anyone that would like to trade with us?
Precious little time before I kill you.
Yeah. We don't have much of a relationship with them. To ask for gold is probably just not going to work.
Tiresome things die here.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Would like to get a non-aggression pact with them because they're... I would vote them most likely to take our property from us at this point. Would like to discover Morathi. Morathi might make for a good trade partner. So guys, like I said, this is like my first time doing this. I could potentially be going about this process all wrong. Maybe I'm being too aggressive. Maybe I'm being too passive. I don't know. Feel free to let me know stuff like that in the comment section. Our research finished though. And now we have strict on Malus. Good, giving him some public order bonuses.
Ferocious.
This would be 2,000. It's going down a little bit. But we really need a more casualty replenishment rate. This finished. Good.
Ready to ravage.
Alright. Go ahead and go down. south. And the storm has moved. So we're going to go over here.
Sail, damn you.
And over here.
I am no puppet.
Public order penalties, not that bad. How much of our income is from slaves? Does it tell us? Does not. Does this tab tell us? It does not. Okay. He can't take that by himself, but he can get there. Is Malus getting the replenishment? He's not. What I could do is something like this. Force march, and then let them take it. Oh, can he not? Looks like he can move. He cannot. Alright, I get it. I see what's up. I just gotta learn the different stances of the Black Ark, and we'll be fine. And that's not something we're doing, but we do need to pick a new tech. So let's take either... Man, growth is so good to get early. Income from ports. We're gonna have a lot of ports. Public order is important. Even more growth. I saw this income from post-battle loot. That's a good thing to get early as well. But there's like nothing else here that I want. The upkeep -5 for Black Ark Corsair units could be great. But let's go for the growth. We've got to get... We're going to have to build tall, I feel like, in order for this playthrough to work. Regiments of Renown. They now have this little, like, 0 out of 1 mark. Oh, man. The Siren of Red Ruin. You can only get her at level 30? Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm sure she's worth it. Alright, let's go ahead and roll it up. To get this first building, we need 4. Okay, so we're not there yet on the growth. Looks like we might be there next turn, though. Speed on by. Nobody take Hag Grey from us, please. And here we go. Okay. So we are going to move in close. Yeah, pardon the derpiness in the beginning, but I'm really not used to those stances from the Black Ark.
I can do this.
And now we're just going to auto-resolve. I should have quick-saved it, because, God, the auto-resolve can be bad sometimes. Alright, we get an item, the Whip of Agony. Interesting. +2 melee attack, wins a magic cost for these abilities that we don't have, but we get a bound spell, Whip of Agony, which lowers accuracy and melee attacks. We could use it on ranged guys, or add it to his debuff that he already has.
Take everything of
Do we loot and occupy? We're just going to occupy here. Only because I think if we don't, we're going to force a rebellion at our new capital.
Paint the map.
Maybe we want that, though.
Treasures and power.
You know what? We're going to loot and occupy.
Shut up, demon.
And we get 2 grand from the successful mission. Province secured. And we destroyed the faction, so another 2 grand. Surely these traitors have crossed you for the last time. Kill every last one of them. Excellent. And now we must issue a commandment across provinces. An easy 500 gold for us. And we just go ahead and issue our commandment here. So, read Dark Portents, not very useful. Increase slave production quota. I want the growth, but I don't necessarily... The income from slaves is going to be pretty minimal. Because we're shipping all of our slaves to Hag Grey. Untainted, not very important here. Public order could be huge, especially for the next few turns while this is wrecking us. The 30 is only going to be for the next turn, and then the provincial instability is going to shrink over time. But in the meantime, we could go for taxes. Alright, let's fix this stuff.
I have my elixirs, it matters not what I hear.
Okay. I'm leaning towards taxes right now, but we could probably use public order. Taxes. I can fix everything with gold. At least that's what I'm hoping. So, Tor Elisor, they have a clay pit. I guess we'll go for that next. Not that we're trading, but a little bit of income would be nice. I feel no rush to build any particular building at the moment. our unit production is going to be a little bit stifled at first.
What now?
Alright, let's, if we're going to have to take attrition, let's do it and give ourselves some healing.
Tz'arkan.
Okay, Sadistic. That's a pretty good one-off buff. Let's go for another stack of Infamous Raider. Blue line builds are definitely like Galaxy Brain tier builds. Nobleborn Ruler, I'm going to pick that up. Giving leadership to our allies could be very good if he finds himself separated from Malus. And then now we have the ability to buff this again. Huh. Very expensive. This will let us get Masters. As well as some Dark Shards if we want. Super tempting. Yeah, the only thing stopping us right now is definitely growth. Actually, gold. Gold is what I meant to say. Let's take a second. Let's go to our other guy before we buy anything, do anything. We want this. It's cheaper. We can wait one more turn and it'll become even cheaper than that. There's a scroll here. Important to note. I think we need to save up and then upgrade Haggrave. If we lose these two at some point, it's not the end of the world. But if we lose Haggrave, like, the odds of us being able to take it back are pretty much nothing. We could search the ruins. And just wait one more turn to take it. Let's try that together. I don't always fail these, but I have failed these in the past. These wards have weakened, but the arcane locks remain. To access the treasure, solve the puzzle. Solitude is always desired. Okay. Let's see what's up. I think I've gotten this one right in the past. It's a color and shape game. So this one has, if I'm doing this correct, so I look at this one, right? There's an exact match here, and then there's another one in purple. And then I look at this one, and it has this shape in blue, but no others of that shape. This one has this shape in blue and this shape in red. This one has this shape in... So I think it's this one. Yeah, puzzle succeeded. And we get 1,000 gold, 40 scrolls, which put us closer to our first shipment. And the Gambler's Armor, which is a pretty great set that gives us a ward save and some armor.
Heal, beasts of truth.
His loyalty is like maximum, so I'm going to give that armor to Malus. It's a pretty good early game armor to give him. And then we'll take that place next turn. That extra gold, though, is very helpful. And I kind of feel like we should just upgrade that.
The gods have sent us.
Do we upgrade this? No. I think that's a mistake. So let's upgrade our Black Arc. I'm kind of hesitant to put too much gold into it. Man, that's just so much better. All these specialty units here. Oh, you get Medusas from the Sorceress Cabin. Interesting. And the Blood Rack Shrine, another new unit for us. We could try and get ourselves some early shades. It's definitely an option. Shades are super powerful. But also very... Actually, these aren't that expensive. I think that's just because of the upkeep reduction that you get from the... Otherwise, they're very expensive for a standard army. Yeah, do we get this? Sure. Is that a good idea? I don't know. Let's get this. We'll go for that one first. That way we make sure that we have enough gold for next turn. And now we are negative. Okay, let's just go to next turn. So our corruption is actually starting to creep up. We're at 4 right now. Possession, rather, I should say. Is that messing with us in some way? Alright, and we got our commandment reward, an extra 500 gold for us. Defeat the following Lord's army in battle. Clan Molder. Why? I see a ton of Skaven slaves and clan rats. But our army's a little bit... Okay, we're well off. We get damaged missive. Casualty replenish rate plus 80% for all armies. It is never a surprise to have the Skaven attack at random. Barely legible scribbles on a missive recovered from one of the wretches seem to indicate as much. Find and hunt, find and hunt. So this is how they're going to tie in, I guess, the whole, like, why Skaven would attack Dark Elves thing. Malus Darkblade is determined to see through his end of the bargain with the Witch King, but it seems nothing is ever plain sailing for the Tyrant of Haggrave. While overseeing preparations for the first consignment of scrolls to be sent back to Nagaroth, Darkblade received... Okay, I guess I hit a checkpoint. Received a message that a squalid brood of ratmen had emerged not far from their location and were closing in fast. It may not be much of a surprise to be harassed by the verminous Skaven wherever one is in the world, but Darkblade can ill afford to take this threat lightly. Grotesque and highly dangerous rat ogres have been spotted in the ratmen horde's ranks. The first shipment cannot be compromised. Darkblade will have to put the pestilent threat down. So if they attack me, I'm confident, because I get the garrison too. But if I attack them, I'm a lot less confident. I don't know what the rest of this army is. This could be a bunch of, like, stuff I really don't want to mess with. If this is just, like, 6 rat ogres...
I am no puppet.
Like, I'm not really equipped to deal with that. I'm going to sit still for one turn and hope they come to me. We'll see if that works. I would not be surprised if it didn't, but hopefully it does. I hate buying Dark Shards that aren't the shielded variant, because I always end up getting rid of these guys for the shielded ones. I think the thing that's going to really help us win out is just more Black Ark Corsairs. I really feel like I should have gotten rid of that Bleak Sword in exchange for more of these. 120 versus 173 for just a much superior unit. Okay, we'll think about that for a second, because right now... Wait, can we get the Master? Can we recruit another Master? No, okay. Our cap is at 1. That sucks. I was hoping we'd be able to get a second Master. That was half the reason I bought that last turn. Getting 2 Masters in Malus's army early felt like a good idea. Here, though, we're going to come over here and take... Wait, first. First. Let's make sure there's no army imminently poised to strike. And let's colonize. Alright, we now own this province. And this is going to be our growth and slave income province. And we're not upgrading any of this. Happily, they have an artisan's house. Awesome. And our income is stable. Very good. Tempted to put more units in here, but I think this is enough for now. The big thing is that now that this is a part of our domain, they get the benefit from the mine. So before we took this place, they were dragging down our income, but now there's a 60% upkeep reduction. And if we go with their line down here, pick up Quartermaster, another 15%. So 75% upkeep reduction plus another 8%. Yeah, that's... Wait, what did I say? It's 60 plus... Sorry, bad math. So 75 plus 8. So 83 upkeep reduction from that. Seems pretty good. I don't remember what any of these names of power do. Some of those might give upkeep reduction. But we'll be able to keep a full, powerful defensive stack here. I mean, it could be super strong. Blackguard, all that type of stuff. And it'll be cheap. Almost free. So, I saw very little value in giving this place up. And once you understand that, I think you understand why it's good just to hold on. Okay, keep hitting that button on accident. Let's go into our diplomacy for a second. I feel like we might have some diplomatic moves we can make. I was confident we could make some headway with the Forgebound because they're only at war with Skaven.
Be quick. You try my
And I would like these guys not to hate me.
wish death.
I'm actually considering giving them a small payment. Because if they go to war with me right now, I'm super ill prepared. And they're slowly but steadily becoming more and more pissed off at me. And if 500 gold buys me 2 or 3 turns to build up an army and stabilize this province, I think it's worth it.
As ordered.
Let's see if that helps. Should be improving.
Malevolent. Our court thrives.
Okay, nothing we can get from them.
Fear my malice.
What brings you before the Lord of the Black
Will you
Tower?
give me more gold, my friend?
I refuse.
It'll probably be a few more turns before we can actually ask them for anything.
Cain abhors diplomacy. Unless it leads agreed.
Okay, we took this. It kind of sucks because they're at war with Grond. Or the Forgebound, rather. And I think we're friends with them. So, we'll see who wins that fight. We're not in any kind of military alliance. We don't have to worry about that. Alright.
The weak scream for mercy.
I would love to confederate the Crone and get her on our team. Before Malekith does. I don't know how... Okay, they are attacking me. Good. Perfect. We could, of course, auto-resolve. So there was one more Rat Ogre. And then the rest, they look like we're clan rats. So, unfortunately, the garrison is still a bit injured. But we do have all of these abilities here.
For the hag!
Let's attack. I'm ready, guys. Nice to fight some Skaven here. Pretty cool mechanic. It makes way more sense. I guess they were just trying to explain how in the other Vortex campaign, let's say when you play as Malekith, certain factions, you know, when you reach certain checkpoints of collecting scrolls, they send armies at you. They wanted some reason to make sense why that would be happening with Malus. Actually not a bad position, just right out in the open. But without any... They have no cav. I mean, the fastest thing they have is Rat Ogres, which are actually 60 speed. That's almost as fast as my cav. Okay. This looks like a little bit of a hill. I want to get my Medusa in a good position to take lots of shots, get tons of rat kills. But I also love fighting in and amongst all these different areas, even though the scale is totally wrong. Like, let's put people next to it. Like, what does this building do? What do any of these buildings do? They just look ridiculous. Alright, stop, enough of that. Let's go for our front line. And we will go here. Give ourselves a bit of a nice line of sight. Nice wide front line. We will put them... They cannot Vanguard deploy. We'll put them here. Whoa, no, no, no. Ah, dang it. Sorry, guys. We'll put them here, and then we'll use them to flank and make like a, you know, to shoot in from the sides. Go here. This will be our actual front line that we're going to let get destroyed. And you know what? I actually don't see any reason why we shouldn't let them kite to their heart's content. And we'll put them here. Okay, Scourge Runner Chariots could do great work for us. Put Medusa in a pin. And then let's get these guys over here. And they'll fight in the front, right there. Keep the Cold One Knights in the back. They have anti-large. They'll be my my Rat Ogre killers. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, she causes terror. Let's actually put her here in the front. She's tall enough that she should be able to shoot over stuff. Is that everybody? Is everyone in place? I feel like it. Let's go. Alright, let's go over there. Get that there. And they're going to have to come to us. We need to get some magic on this squad. One of the biggest things we're currently missing.
Merciless warriors. Going.
You know, we could drag this army out quite a bit.
Advance, Druki. Cold-blooded killers.
Bring them here.
Forward. Corsair handbows.
Alright, let them shoot.
Onwards to murder. Advance, Tz'arkan.
Take off the skirmish mode. Notoriously bad.
Death is coming.
I don't know how effective any of this is going to be. They do good damage with these bolts. Let's actually pause it. We didn't take that good of a look at the unit models. Very flamboyant. Very flamboyant. Very pink. Very dark elves. Love the big wheel in the back. But these bolts that they shoot are just unbelievable. They might as well be like ballista. And didn't really get a good chance to look at our master either. Look at the color scheme on these Blackheart Corsairs. I wouldn't choose it for myself. But it looks really good. The gold and the pink like that. Master looks cool. Spear and shield. Malus, of course, looks like a total pimp. His sword is awesome. Get that one little extra flamboyant wing. And then the Medusa here. So sorry, apologies for not going into this sooner. But I guess it's just because I've seen some of them on other people's stuff that have early access. And I guess I just kind of assumed that most of you guys probably have too. But really great looking models. And now we are going to resume. Start crushing these rat ogres as they come in.
Carnage awaits.
Move to intercept.
Dread spears.
Move to intercept.
Chariots. Advancing.
Pull back.
To destruction.
Pull them in.
We are ready.
And definitely want to shoot them down.
No survivors.
Let's just turn. Shoot at those rat ogres.
Dread spears. Corsair
And they can fight them all battle. I don't particularly care. Those guys are part of a garrison.
Merciless warriors.
Now these are my units, and they're getting smashed. Don't like that.
Dread spears.
So are these.
The merciless host.
These are my guys.
Kill everything.
Medusa, you start shooting in. And with these blobs, get that going. Alright, pull back, pull back. Getting a little too crazy here. Get the chariots in. They need to do a bit of an about face.
Dark elves. No mercy. It is done.
And let's get in there.
Slaughter them.
Just because we want the other guys to take the brunt of it doesn't mean we don't support them.
Darkblade. Massacre them.
Get them in there.
We are ready.
Clan rats, sure, we'll just kite them all day long. And then this guy has no chance. This is a engineer, a master engineer, a warlock master rather.
Demon bound.
Sure. Debuff them
To them.
and debuff those guys.
Tz'arkan.
Okay. I was just hoping that wasn't some of my units.
Battle call. Onwards
Keep routing
to
them.
murder.
Let's chase.
Onwards to murder.
We may as well chase.
Battle.
We want to. This is a group that we want to kill as many as we can
Slash, kill.
because they will come back.
Advance, Tz'arkan.
Got to deal with the warp lightning. Just a fact of life here. The Medusa's up to 140 kills. Let's watch her attacks. Everything else is pretty much well in hand. Is she obstructed in some way?
Dark
I feel like she might be.
attack. Warrior.
Get on them, guys.
With pleasure.
You go here. You go there.
Die, weaklings.
Yeah, super obstructive. Let's go off to the side. Attacking from the side is really a good strategy. Get our chariots over here
Cold one.
so we can bring those guys into the other fight, the main fight.
Understood.
Heal off some of those Black Ark. Black Ark boys. No surprise, they got smashed over there.
Battle ready.
And the Lord has now been crushed. Yeah, tons of kills from Medusa.
End them.
Didn't really need to kill their Lord. Actually, probably a bit of a negative to have done that.
Eager for battle.
They'll just get a new one.
No survivors. Attack.
That's full health. And we're going to spend a second here
Spears.
playing that Benny Hill music. Chasing around our targets. Making sure that if we have to fight them again, and I'm pretty sure we do, that they come back with very low numbers. if we can get accurate. Nope, no way. Not at this speed. Get it? Okay. We killed one rat worth. Disgusting creatures. It's the rat ogres who actually will tip balances of power. Everything else is good. Medusa, what's the final kill count? 322. I had a feeling that she would be a rat killing machine. As long as they don't have any kind of sniping unit. It's their armor that really worries me. Anything that can counter Skirmisher is going to do a lot of work. So the strat there was just to put all those chaff-free garrison units in the way. Let them get smashed. I would love to see how many kills the Black Ark gets at the end of these battles. I think that would be interesting.
Surely someone will pay for your misery.
Alright, so we're going to take the unit replenishment rate and the slaves.
Not follow orders.
We need to get those slaves stacked up high.
The quotas must be filled. Destined for greatness.
And the replenishment rate will let us go right back in and auto-resolve this fight. Kind of happy when these dudes chose to attack and when we were able to finish. It was good timing, I feel like. So we got the damaged missive, so good casualty replenishment rate for 1 turn. Which is awesome, because we need it. It's for all armies. Now we have our first quest issued for his Warp Stone of Cain. The Warp Sword, rather, of Cain. A legendary weapon retrieved by Malus from the Chaos Waste beyond the Vermilion Gate during his quest to attain the 5 artifacts needed to free his soul from Tz'arkan. A process that ultimately failed to rid him of the demon before they became eternally entwined. Now the power of the Warp Sword wanes, the hilt grows cold. Where once it radiated warmth like the hottest dwarf furnace, the blade has dulled, no longer cutting through the steel as though it were butter, no longer guiding Malus Tz'arkan. I swear to God. The blade has dulled, no longer cutting through steel as though it were butter, no longer guiding Malus' strikes with the deadly precision with which he was once gifted. It must be brought back to its former power. Perhaps it is simply a matter of feeding the blade and allowing it to recharge. A good slaughter would make Malus feel a little better at least. Slay any who dare to face Darkblade, and let the sword consume the blood of its victims. Alright, good stuff. Right unlocked, gift to the Witch King. The Witch King's favor can be earned by presenting generous gifts. Of course, those favored are always rewarded appropriately. Alright, let's take a look at our rights. We also unlocked Sacrifice to Cain. We have an imminent rebellion in the Sea of Dread. I'm not surprised. We need to get back over there pronto. Which we can do. Move in a general Datterly direction. Oh my god, I totally forgot to finish them off. That's okay. This is way more important. We'll crush this rebellion right as it spawns. And I think if we put them here, they'll be able to reinforce.
Dry land.
And sit in my coastal city. And that'll help support it. So Tower of the Stars, let's go... Actually, Tower of the Sun needs to be upgraded first, I do believe, since it has the scrolls. Let's do that. We'll be here for the rebellion. We'll be able to smash that. I did want to kill those rats this turn, though, but that would have made it so that I wouldn't have been able to get back this turn. Let's finish this off. Was there anything special that I could pick up besides Sadistic? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, let's just get Infamous Raider done. And then here we will go... I'll get Training again. And how close are we to this? We needed to kill 4,000. Okay, 1,691. Not bad. But we really gotta watch our possession rate. Seems to be climbing.
I have control.
And I feel like we could probably afford to get some more Dread Spears in this army. We don't see any offensive armies yet coming to take Haggrave. But that doesn't mean they aren't there. I think these ruins are unoccupied until the Tomb Kings take them. But I also remember there being like an Orc army over there last time I played. I'm a little worried. I don't want to leave this place undefended. Yeah, we'll sit here. One more turn and we'll be able to upgrade to the Dark Tower. And let's go. Hoo-ha. Who named you? Malus is going to be staying busy for a little while, it seems, fighting Skaven. Ensure that one of the following buildings have been constructed. I'm about to do that this turn. We have a rebellion here. Are they recuperating? Not really. Founded on tyranny, we got our growth. And we should probably just go right into Revel in Suffering. A plus 25 permanent growth. Seems worth it. We're going to get all of these, I think. Really need to stabilize our economy and our empire. Now we're going to go and smash these guys. They've got white lions. Okay. Gave them some good stuff. And then now we're going to go with the clay pit.
Yes.
This army is just docked here. They can't really help. How much did they replenish? Okay. Enough to defend themselves with a little help. So if they attack the Tower of the Stars again, we'll be fine. We're going to crush them this turn.
Tz'arkan, I grow weary.
Poor, poor High Elves. And we're going to take this fight just because they got some cool units on the battlefield.
Rise up, warriors.
Might not see White Lions for a while. I think once we get to the mainland with Malus, we're going to be fighting Skaven and Lizardmen. Pretty much ad nauseum for a little while. There's some dwarves there too. But I think that's the gist of it. You've got Krokgar right on the coast. And you've also got Queek pretty nearby as well. So, man, the game... They give them some sick high ground. They're not going to move from because they have the bolt thrower. So we're going to have to advance. I'm not scared of advancing. We'll make it happen. Let's put our shielded bros in the front. They're also our cheap bros.
We are ready. We are ready.
Mix that in. Get some hambos there.
Dark shards.
Dark shards in the back.
Merciless warriors. Cold ones.
Cav here.
Chariots.
Chariots here.
Cold ones.
Okay, let's go for 4,
Merciless warriors.
5, and then 6. Hopefully they don't snipe out my Medusa.
Soulless.
Gonna bring Malus and...
Tyrant
What's his name again? I can't remember. Maliner. Okay, I'll try. They'll go in the front. Let's go. We got a long way to go because they will not come to us as long as they have a bolt thrower. We're going to take these trees. We could come from this direction perhaps, but the bolt thrower's got a pretty good range. I don't want to take fire that whole way. Cold one's going up and around. Alright, we can look at the white lines and stuff while we're here. Very cool, like black and gold color scheme. I'm from Louisiana, so the Saints. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me if you like NFL. Alright, really weak Cav. We could smash their Cav. It's just getting through these white lines. White lines are pretty much Black Ark Corsair equivalents. They're a little bit better, in fact. So it's going to be a tough fight. And this time we don't have the bombardments that we've been used to. Move out to the side here. I don't really want to get caught out with anything. We can just sit here and start shooting. Or we can try and go straight for the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower and shut it down. Yeah, I'm not charging into those Reavers. They're like a nice bait. But as soon as I get in there, I'm going to get torn up. So, no. Stay moving so that the Lothern Sea Guard have to keep turning. Stay out of their range. Alright, let's go. Keep moving, guys. Forward.
My blade hungers.
Get them shooting. You go there. You shoot there. Alright, let's go and get over with the Medusa Attack. Alright, we've shut that down. That's the most important thing. Get our heroes on appropriate targets. Reinforce where we can. Dread Spears need to turn around and help out there. Alright, charge in the back of those white lions. Medusa needs to attack there. And now let's turn and fight them. You two. We'll let the spears keep chasing. You guys go that way, you go that way. And then we can pull the Scourge on our chariots. I left them out. I really wanted to shut down the bolt thrower. And the eagle has jumped on top of me. Alright, shoot these white lines. Yeah, they're definitely more than a match. You guys go that way, and then we'll collapse there. So we've got a nice little like concave of fire here. 4 units all using ranged abilities, and those white lions should get torn apart. As long as we don't actually lose any units here, I'm happy. And we're going to box them in. That's why I didn't pull out the Cold One Knights. And that's a complete surround on all of these units. We'll use the Corsairs to chase them now. And we're going to scoot in here. Bring the Medusa up this way. Here. Keep moving around. Keep working. And let's go continue chasing. Keep working. And we can actually charge in with these chariots. Charging uphill with chariots, not the best. Take them off of guard mode so they can chase a little bit. And that should be it. You guys go into melee. Very clean. Very clean battle. Disrupting that bolt thrower before he could get, 50 kills, do a ton of damage. The odds of us losing a fight at this point are very low. Just the fact that we have Malus and a Master sitting next to him make that pretty unlikely. But that's not really the point. The point is we could really stunt the speed of growth of our campaign if we were to lose like half this army in one of these battles. And we'll end it here. Let's take some slaves. Man, White Lions are one of the coolest units in the High Elf roster for sure. I always like to get Alistair, that unique legendary lord. I want to say he was from a Make-A-Wish Foundation. Very cool thing that CA did, putting him into the game. Let's give the Medusa more speed.
Surely someone
I think that's a good idea. A little more replenishment. A few more slaves. And we're going to get another chance to smash this army. This time we will auto-resolve it. Eternal Hatred. Pretty good, but we really got to get that upkeep reduction. So let's go for Dreaded Slaver. And then now we can get Sycophantic Schemer. Those with the darkest, most self-serving ambitions will always find a way to see them through to fruition. We'll take that.
Shut up, Daemon.
And that's really convincing. They have nothing left. And down they go. Alright, and more... Oh, that's almost no slaves. The capture replenishment rate is nice. I'm tempted actually just to take the experience for everyone.
Surely someone will.
Yeah, let's take the experience. I don't do that very often. I usually only do it once I have full stacks.
I'm back.
Are they recruiting more? It's hard to tell. We're going to sit here for one turn. I see that this is going up. I'm a little worried about it. It's becoming a bit more expensive to get rid of that. We've got a little bit of gold now. Upgrade that. I think we just chill. Let's recruit. Let's get ourselves 2 spearmen and a dread shard. Gonna tear a bit into our income, but it'd be nice if our Black Art can start doing things on its own. There's gonna be a point where I'm gonna be on this mainland, and they're not gonna be able to help me anymore. And at that point, they either become useless, or they go and they start taking all these treasure locations and raiding the shorelines of places. And it might be just about time for us to start building that up. Next turn we upgrade Haggrave. That's all good. I'm going to pass. And then one more turn. This will be the last turn, I think, before we end today's video. Go ahead and fast forward there. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I really kick myself every time these new DLCs come out. If my YouTube channel had 500 subscribers, I could apply with CA to have... oh yeah, we need to go there. To have early access, and that would be great. I'm a little ways off. I'm about 160 or so subscribers from that goal, but soon, guys. Maybe by the end of next year. One can only hope. So, the price of freedom. They want us to take the caverns of Sotek. It's like right here. They have a scroll building there, I do believe. There can be no cure for your demonic malady until you obtain the Hydra Queen's scrolls. Fortuitously, the shires within these hovels offer a path to them. Violence will be required. And strict, we get that another level. That's nice. I don't mind seeing that. And now I'm tempted here, if this army's not building up. Very interesting. I kind of just want to go over here and knock that out. And thanks to that extra 100 experience, we got another level on Malus here. So we are going to take Draftmaster. Oh, but no, we unlock Spite as well. Okay, that's cool. That's cool and all, but I want this upkeep reduction ASAP. Whether or not we have Spite is not going to lose us the campaign, but whether or not we have gold certainly will. Plus, you know, early recruitment rank and extra capacity is great. But let's read Spite's thing while we're here. Larger than most others of his kind. I thought he was supposed to be smaller. The ferocious cold one named Spite is truly a creature fit for a heartless murderer like Malus Darkblade. If I remember right, in the lore, he's supposed to be smarter and smaller. So they changed him up a little bit. Okay, let's... Before I spend any gold, I want to make sure I spend gold on the stuff that's really important. So Haggrave, upgrading that. We're going to go straight for Slave Gate, as well as Tier 3 Mines. It's an extra 270 gold per turn. More tradable resources. Doesn't really help us yet, sadly. Because we're not trading with anyone, except for Malekith. And this army is fine.
Ferocious.
Okay. Alright, let's do it. Let's go and see what's up over here, and then I think that'll be the last thing we do in today's episode.
Stay away, Tz'arkan.
This could be a battle. Pirate coves are some of the world's most elusive places where the wealth of local sea brigands is secretly kept and fiercely defended. It seems that today may be your lucky day. As you look out on the crow's nest, claims to have spotted one. A small island cave, next to which a black ship is moored. Okay. A great horde. I like great hordes. Oh my god, that is a great horde. They're normally not quite so strong. I think we can take this. I think so. With clever use of the chariot and Medusa, it's really just all of these. These are all pole arms too, so they're not even the regular variant. That actually leans in our favor. Huh. This could be bad. Let's do it. They outgun me, they outnumber me, they outquality me. Like, this is a scary fight. The best bet we have is to snipe the hell out of the Lord and to shut down the mortars. If we do those two things, we should be in great shape. And just hold back the depth guard for as long as possible. This is actually an instance where having Spite would have come in handy, because we'd be able to, like, duck in, kill the character, and then duck out. What we really need to do, though, is back up. That way we're not in range of the mortars right off the bat. And buy as much time as possible for the Scourge and our chariots to do their work. And as we get into the later stages of the campaign, we'll have fancier and better formations. But for now, staying just close together, probably going to be the best plan. Depth guard over there. There's no way for us to hide anything. This might be a fight we're gonna have trouble with. See if it's worth it. Man, we might just want to charge forward. If we can fight inside the trees, force them to come to us, while the Scourge Runner and the Cav go and try and make some plays, that would be desirable. Let's see if we can't overload this one area. Yeah. Come here to the trees. Alright, let's go. Let's get in there. You guys go. Get in there as quick as possible. See if we can do anything to shut down those mortars. We're gonna have to send our lords and heroes straight in. Get that Medusa perhaps out on the flank. I don't want her taking any of these like short range pistol and gunnery mob hand cannon blasts. Jesus, all those mortars. No. Oh my god, trees, protect me.
Dread spears, without question. Onward. We understand.
Gotta shut them down.
Weaklings.
They have no ability to brace. Scourge Runner Chariots are going to have to be MVPs here. Going to need them to keep cycle charging. Got to keep our Cav away from that group there. So much. So many vampires. So many top tier depth guard units. Yep. I hope they chase me. Go ahead. Exactly what I need in order to win this. Stay away from those pole arms. Okay, y'all shoot. We have to kill them. Have to. Medusa can get out of there. She could probably fight them just fine. In all fairness. You guys go over there. Get a rear charge here. Can she fire while moving? I don't think so. We got to get into those mortars. The Master made it through, but not our boy. Lower their stats. Get in the back there. Medusa, keep killing. Alright, Murder's Mastery. Gonna give us a little edge here for a minute. I don't want to lose my Cav, though. Come on, shut it down. The Master's chasing. Malus is just not in the right spot. And our front line doesn't appear to be holding super well. Alright, come on. Crumble those mortars. We gotta shoot it to the sides here. That's so juicy, but we don't have any type of AoE to help us. Get in there. Rout them.
No survivors.
Are these crumbling? They are. Come on, Scourge Runners. Hoping that these rear charges will help. I don't want to lose that unit, so we're going to bring them back. Away from the fighting.
Chariots, we understand. Moving out.
Pull back.
Back. Forward. Death.
Please stop mixing up like that. So bad.
Moving out. Following orders.
Shoot them.
Revenant.
Malus is doing fine, and let's get another big rear charge here. See if we can't break some of these units.
Back. Advance, Tz'arkan.
Every unit that breaks brings a balance of power so much closer in our favor.
Pull back.
Our master was being kited while being shot in the face. That's the scary part.
By your command. Death. Merciless warriors.
Pretty scary, guys. The Medusa, the chariots.
Die, weakling.
We gotta get her out of there. Those are Depth Guard with polearm.
The merciless host. Forward.
And our master is actually getting beaten.
Corsair handbows.
Damn, I had a feeling he would.
Of course.
Alright, we've got to bring Malus over there.
Chariots. Onwards to murder.
Get the Medusa to keep shooting.
To destruction.
I don't actually want to fight them anymore. I just want to run away. They have no artillery.
Chariots. Advancing.
We lost one chariot model. Let's go around and go get them. We've got to get out of here with the Medusa. Run. Run. Run away, guys. The master looks like he's leaving the battlefield now, which sucks. Okay, he rallied at the last second.
Dealers in death. Marching.
Yeah, we couldn't kill the Lord. That was the one thing I said we really had to do, or else there was very little chance we were going to be super successful.
Chariots.
I should have pushed for Malus to keep chasing.
They'll die. No mercy. Without question.
Take that off.
To destruction. Tz'arkan. Dealers in death.
You guys keep running.
Back. Murder awaits.
Yeah, some of my units are just getting wiped out now.
Darkblade.
And my chariots broke after doing great work.
Slaughter.
Can I beat them? This might be one of those moments where Tz'arkan comes out.
Master Tz'arkan.
Oh, this is so bad. Depth Guard with polearms. They're gonna kill my master.
Battle ready.
I'd rather he just run away.
Out. Corsairs.
Screen for him. This might be a reload. I hate to do it. The thing is, though, there's kind of a... I feel like it's a bug. It should not be like the intended thing. If we were to even try and transform,
Fall.
which we can't do right now.
Massacre. Immediately.
Oh, maybe I could have done like a big leadership bomb. Yeah, that's so bad.
Corsair
With his ability, I could have hit them in the back with Malus and then like leadership bomb the front line.
Scourge.
Damn.
Corsair handbows. Carnage awaits.
No, 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 don't go there.
Murder awaits.
Don't go there.
To slaughter. We are ready.
We're not out of this fight yet. It's so bad.
Immediately. My blade.
I hex the polearm because they are by far the most dangerous units attacking me currently.
Withdraw. Murder awaits. Masterless warriors.
Shoot there.
Spears.
Send the spearmen in.
Them. Slaughter them.
Come on, Medusa.
Eager for battle. Battle call.
Chariots are back in the fight.
Darkblade.
If we could get this one more time, it'll cause damage to them.
Withdraw. Lord of the
Too many full health.
Advancing.
Too many full health guys.
Who's first?
Damn.
Back.
We'll do it. That should force them to crumble.
Doom comes. Onward.
Yeah, we're gonna reload this one, guys. Don't worry. We'll figure this out in the next episode. Huh. What a bad way to end today's episode, but that's cool. You'll find, if you're new to my channel, you'll find that I don't get stressed out about losing battles like this. It's all kind of an experiment. I had a feeling this was going to be a pretty hard fight to win from the get-go. Was my strategy the best? Not quite. I feel like Malus had to get on that Lord, but this is one of those Lords, a pistol variant. She could kite and fight at the same time. So don't pay too much attention to this. We'll just reload from the quick save. Not a big deal. That was a bit of a gamble anyway. What we really wanted to do was go over and finish off that Skaven army and then hit the mainland. I just thought maybe there was a good chance we could get some fat loot from this. It might even just be wise to take the small bounty and head out, as opposed to trying to fight the army. If we had a full stack, which we probably should at this point,
None.
it would be a heck of a lot easier.
Show your
But I'm going to try and do this maybe in my free time and knock this out. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.